For weeks, Britain's Got Talent fans believed they already knew how the season would end. Every year, certain contestants emerge as clear favorites. They dominate social media discussions. Their performances generate millions of views. Fans predict their victory long before the final arrives. In 2026, many viewers believed that contestant was Matty Juniosa. His performances captivated audiences around the world. His fan base grew rapidly throughout the competition. His name appeared everywhere online. To many people, it seemed like only a matter of time before he would be crowned the winner of Britain's Got Talent. But when the final results were announced, something unexpected happened. Hawkstone Farmers Choir won the competition. The results stunned many viewers and immediately sparked discussions across social media. How did a choir that received far less attention online manage to beat one of the most talked about contestants of the season? And why were so many people caught completely off guard? Today, we're taking a closer look at one of the most surprising results in Britain's Got Talent history. To understand why the result shocked so many people, we first need to understand the rise of Matty Juniosa. From the moment he appeared on stage, audiences recognized that there was something special about him. His voice was distinctive, his performances were memorable, and perhaps most importantly, he had the ability to connect emotionally with viewers.
Presenter, TV host. As clips of his performances spread across social media, his popularity exploded. Fans shared his auditions, reaction channels featured his performances. Discussions about his talent appeared across multiple platforms. Week after week, his momentum continued growing. By the middle of the competition, many viewers considered him one of the strongest contenders in the entire season. What made Matty's journey especially impressive was his international appeal. Britain's Got Talent may be a British television show, but modern audiences consume content globally. Fans from around the world discovered Matty through social media and online video platforms. People who had never watched BGT before suddenly became invested in his journey. His performances generated excitement far beyond the United Kingdom. This international attention created the impression that he was unstoppable. Every new performance seemed to strengthen the belief that he was destined to win. As the competition progressed, online conversations increasingly centered around Matty. Fans debated which performance was his best. Viewers speculated about his chances in the final. Some even argued that he was already the breakout star of the season, regardless of the outcome. When people looked at social media engagement, video views, and online discussions, it appeared that Matty was dominating the competition. But there was one important detail that many fans overlooked.
The internet and the voting audience are not always the same thing. While Matty was attracting headlines and online attention, another story was quietly developing in the background. Hawkstone Farmers Choir was steadily building support among a different audience. They weren't generating the same level of viral attention. They weren't dominating social media conversations. But week after week, they were connecting with viewers in a different way. Their performances resonated with families. They appealed to community-minded audiences. They represented something that many viewers found relatable, authentic, and inspiring. This is where talent competitions often become unpredictable. Online popularity can create the illusion that a contestant is far ahead of everyone else. But television voting is often influenced by factors that don't show up in social media metrics. Some viewers never post online. Some never comment on videos. Some don't participate in fan discussions, yet they still vote. And when millions of votes are involved, those silent supporters can have enormous influence. As Hawkstone Farmers Choir continued advancing through the competition, many viewers underestimated them. They were often overshadowed by contestants generating larger headlines. Discussions frequently focused on singers, golden buzzers, and viral moments. Meanwhile, the choir quietly continued earning support. Their story appealed to a broad audience.
Presenter, TV host. Their performances emphasized unity, community, and positivity. They weren't necessarily the loudest act in the competition, but they were consistently effective. One of the biggest mistakes fans make every season is assuming that social media reflects the entire audience. In reality, social media often represents only a portion of viewers. The most active online communities can create powerful narratives about who is leading a competition, but those narratives don't always match reality. Britain's Got Talent attracts a diverse audience that includes people of all ages and backgrounds. Many viewers who participate in voting never engage online at all. As a result, public perception and voting results can sometimes be dramatically different. By the time the finale arrived, expectations were higher than ever. Many fans believed they already knew who would win. Social media predictions strongly favored contestants like Matty Juniosa. Online discussions focused heavily on his performances and his popularity. For countless viewers, the story seemed straightforward. A breakout star had emerged, captured the public's attention, and was now heading toward victory. But talent competitions have a long history of surprising audiences, and Britain's Got Talent would once again prove why predictions can be dangerous. The night of the final was filled with excitement and anticipation. Each contestant delivered their final performance. Fans rallied behind their favorites.
Social media buzzed with reactions. As voting opened, viewers cast their ballots and waited for the results. Then came the moment everyone had been waiting for. When Hawkstone Farmers Choir was announced as the winner, reactions were immediate. Some viewers celebrated, others were stunned. Social media quickly filled with surprise, confusion, and debate. For supporters of Matty Juniosa, the result felt especially unexpected. Many had spent weeks watching his popularity grow. They had seen the positive reactions. They had witnessed the millions of views. To them, victory seemed almost inevitable. Yet the final result told a different story. The disconnect between online expectations and voting reality became impossible to ignore. But was the outcome really as surprising as it seemed? The answer depends on how closely people were paying attention. While much of the internet focused on Matty, Hawkstone Farmers Choir had been building support throughout the season. They consistently delivered performances that resonated with viewers. They appealed to audiences who valued community, tradition, and emotional storytelling. Their support may have been quieter, but it was also powerful. There is another factor worth considering. Britain's Got Talent has always been about more than technical skill alone. Viewers often vote based on emotion, inspiration, and personal connection. Sometimes the act that generates the most online discussion is not the act that inspires the most votes.
Sometimes the contestant with the loudest fan base is not the contestant with the broadest support. Hawkstone Farmers Choir appeared to benefit from exactly this dynamic. The result also highlights an important truth about modern entertainment. Attention and victory are not always the same thing. Matty Juniosa arguably received more online attention throughout much of the season. His performances generated significant engagement. His fan base expanded internationally. In many ways, he became one of the defining stars of BGT 2026. But winning a competition requires something different. It requires converting support into votes. And on the most important night of the season, Hawkstone Farmers Choir succeeded in doing exactly that. As the dust settled, discussions about the result continued. Some fans argued that Matty should have won. Others defended the choir's victory. Many debated whether social media popularity should be viewed as a predictor of success. The conversation itself became part of the legacy of BGT 2026. Even now, people continue discussing what happened and why the outcome surprised so many viewers. Looking back, perhaps the biggest lesson from this story is that audiences should never underestimate contestants who quietly build support. Viral moments are powerful. Social media attention matters, but neither guarantees victory. Sometimes the most successful competitors are not the ones dominating headlines.
Presenter TV host, sometimes they are the ones steadily earning trust, admiration, and votes from viewers who may never post a comment online. Hawkstone Farmers Choir's victory serves as a reminder that Britain's Got Talent remains unpredictable. No matter how certain fans feel about the outcome, surprises can happen. And that unpredictability is one of the reasons millions of people continue watching year after year. If every result were obvious, there would be no suspense, there would be no drama, and there would be no moments like this one. In the end, the story of BGT 2026 wasn't just about Hawkstone Farmers Choir winning. It wasn't just about Matty Juniosa falling short of the title. It was about the difference between public perception and reality. It was about how online conversations can sometimes mislead us. And it was about a choir that quietly earned the support necessary to achieve something extraordinary. Because while everyone was watching Matty, Hawkstone Farmers Choir was building something even more important.
And when the final votes were counted, that support carried them all the way to the top. That's why their victory shocked so many people. Not because they weren't talented, not because they didn't deserve it, but because so many viewers were looking in one direction while the real story was unfolding somewhere else.